Eventually, oh, the player is entirely gone, pushed off the page, but the iframe element still exists. If I'm one of those kinds of users who wants to browse this page at a certain size because I'm making more real estate on my monitor, someone on their Twitch channel is getting a view when I'm not observing the fact that there's a Twitch player at all. How interesting. Embedding Twitch on your website. In the rules, it explains that embeds must adhere to the recommended minimum height and width requirements outlined in their respective attribute tables. Let's look at those attribute tables. In the height, minimum of 400 pixels and a minimum of 340 width. Let's take a look at that. I've taken some screenshots that have been shared in the description of my other video that these people have commented on, but I'm gonna make a follow-up video that has my actual voice in it because apparently showing a few screenshots wasn't good enough. Fair enough. Let's talk about it. Here is the player that's such a huge value add to advertisers. You have to scroll down here, you find it here. Let's look at the iframe itself in the inspector. We'll go to the iframe element since that's what you specifically want, even though what actually matters here is look how small this is with some added padding. Oh, but I want to see the actual iframe. Okay, here, let's find the iframe for you. 340 by 398. Is that a 400 height? I think that's 2 pixels short of the minimum. What's going on there? The kicker for me is that when you're on a desktop or laptop, these are autoplay by default. And to be fair, autoplay, if true, video starts playing automatically without the user clicking play. The exception is mobile devices on which video cannot be played without user interaction. The default is true. Okay, fine. It's working as intended. But what happens when you're dealing with responsive websites where at certain breakpoints of width, you're creating things that are designed for a tablet or a mobile device? We slowly start pushing the video off screen. Where did it go? Let's look for it. All the way down here in the prime location for advertisers. Yes, certainly. It's nothing to do with the fact that now that we're in tablet or mobile device mode, we no longer care about giving the prime location to our advertisers. Because if we wanted to do what we said in our little announcement about how we want to promote Twitch and do all right by Twitch, why would we put the player all the way at the bottom? Let's take a look at the wiki page. Here it is on the wiki. So to be fair, it becomes a sticky element as you scroll farther. But what happens when you start thinking about responsiveness and shrinking it down towards tablet and mobile? Eventually, oh, we're not even at the tablet size, and for some reason, the player is entirely gone, pushed off the page, but the iframe element still exists. If I'm one of those kinds of users who wants to browse this page at a certain size because I'm making more real estate on my monitor, someone on their Twitch channel is getting a view when I'm not observing the fact that there's a Twitch player at all. How interesting. Furthermore, on their wiki, it's even worse. We're talking about a minimum height of 400. When we go to the iframe element itself and check the box model, we're at 169. Why don't you just add the chat back in? Since you're so keen on having this good faith with Twitch about how we're gonna drive our users over to the Twitch ecosystem, that's what we're trying to do here, is we're trying to legitimize ourselves as a website. We don't have a big team, we can't compete with other people. Yeah, so you built this crappy WordPress site and you took no account for what the documentation outlines are the required minimums for the design of their Twitch embed player that you're taking advantage of. You're a joke. So if you're interested in watching a real Twitch streamer who doesn't do embedding check out this channel right here, the Dapper Foxtrot. It's super great, except there's not a whole lot of people watching right now, but maybe that could be you.